You're listening to the Media Man Dan podcast. Let's rock!
You do too much.
What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Media Man Dan podcast. Today, I have two amazing friendly faces from the incredible band once again joining me, chasing Supernovas. We have LA Sky and Kyle of the band. Welcome back to the podcast. How are you guys doing? How has it been since last year? It's been too long. I'm so glad to have you.
I know. I'm so glad to be here. It's been too long. We can't have these. We can't have these, sort of spaces in between. It's just ridiculous.
No.
It's so true. So you're going to come to Chicago?
Yes.
Again? Yes.
Again?
Yes.
Yes, more and more. And I will go to these shows because I have no excuses anymore. Remember, I don't know if I told you guys, but I told a lot of interviews last year. I said, I'm not going to the city because I'm afraid of the city. But I went to the city, I think 2 times now, but I went for the Schmucks and their friends in Shit Happens. And it was my first hardcore show, and I was like, "Yo, this is awesome!"
Yes.
I'm so glad I didn't miss it. So,
and they're the best band names possible. I want to meet these people.
Proud House of Schmucks and the Shit Happens.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I love it.
I'm actually going to be on their PHS's podcast, the Two Schmucks Getting Drunk. That's going to be this Sunday, and that'll be my second or third time on their show. Yeah.
Nice.
Super fun guys. Absolutely unhinged. So you would love it. I love it though. But yeah, how have you guys been with everything this year? How's everything going in the weather? Is anything crazy, like dropping 20 degrees in 3 days? Anything like that?
Nothing yet. I'm in Oklahoma City. I'm anticipating a tornado literally at any moment.
Oh no.
That's true. And it's gorgeous here in Nebraska. But it's also Nebraska, so it could snow tomorrow. Who knows?
It could tornado there too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
When the giant vortex of cold that we got again, because we keep getting these cold vortexes, how did you guys handle when it was dropping into the negatives? I actually walked outside for 45 minutes in negative 30 degrees.
Ew.
Yes.
Yeah, man. I'm going to ask that you don't ask any more questions surrounding this, but I got my ass stuck to a piece of metal.
Oh my God. Story time. Everyone cross your legs.
No, yeah, it's everybody.
Crisscross applesauce class.
Yes, exactly. Oh my God.
So there I was, butt naked. No.
Was it a bench? That's the
All
most...
right, it didn't really happen, but I just thought it sounded good. All right,
Okay,
come on.
okay. So you licked a flagpole.
Yes.
You were dared to. They triple dog dared you, so you had to do it.
There was $20 involved, and I mean, hey, $20 is $20. So,
They tripled up.
Yeah, it's like, Kyle, you're gonna do this. Okay, Kyle, that sounds awesome.
I love it. All right, now we have finished a couple of seasons so far. Are you guys excited for this summer? Are you doing anything exciting for this summer?
We are going to be releasing an EP that we're currently working on.
That's what's up. Everyone's going to go and check it out in the description, because that's when this video will drop. Is probably going to be right around that time. And what month is that?
I don't know. So it was actually supposed to be the spring, and literally we were, as time progresses on the writing process, we changed how we are recording. We changed up how we mix, and then we also changed it. Like, we're also experiencing a little bit of writer's block. So I mean, with all that, where it was supposed to probably drop tomorrow, it's really going to be dropping probably closer to June. But we are going to release a song in between there as well. So.
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm using that song for the intro then. That's what I'm going to do.
Yes.
And I'll react to that one. And I should have reacted to the Penguins one, which we will definitely return to in this conversation. But LA, I want to know, any plans for this summer besides music release?
My kid is graduating from high school and starting college.
Oh my goodness. That's like an adult or something.
I know.
Right?
That can't be.
That's what we all think too. We're just surprised that she is an adult.
The worst part about it is, at my house, I'm not even the adult here adult. She's the adult here adult.
Oh my goodness. She has matured early. And she has told herself, I am independent. I am an absolute, what do they call it, queen. And I will be bowed to by all of the men around me. That's how it is these days.
Yeah, that's definitely my kid. Yeah, she takes no bullshit either. Like, she applied to one college. That was it.
Just one college.
Just one. Wanted to go to one, walked through it, applied, waited, got accepted, filled out everything, and got pretty much the entire, we got the financial stuff back last week, and through scholarships and grants, it's almost all paid for.
Oh my God. Kyle, did you give her the good luck that you just got from this job thing? Like, that's insane. Insane. That
comes from deep manifestation, thank you.
Deep manifestation. That's, yeah, some would say that's the power of prayer. Some would say that's the power of luck. I call that insane fate. Insane fate. And when you have that, utilize that and remember it. That was your one token. All the rest is downhill from here.
Exactly.
A true adult
I could
way
use
of
a
thinking.
token.
Yes. Well, you deserve it. You deserve it. I mean, that's a big, exciting experience. Whenever I have kids, whenever they become adults, I will not agree. And I'll be like, listen to me, you're getting back into your toddler clothes. And we're all taking a family picture, and we're going to get everything that was whatever year that is, we're going to have that all back in the house again. And I will completely deny it and keep them in the basement forever.
Yep.
No, I'm pretty proud of both my kids are scholars and nerds just like me, and little amazing personalities, and I have a big summer coming with the music and that and also other chaos in my life. So it's going to be a whirlwind, I'm sure.
Nice. And graduation party, I'm guessing, with that as well?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's the fun stuff. Most recently, I had a local, I guess you could call him star now, because now he's interviewing bands that I could only dream of talking to. But he was a DJ when I was in high school. His friend, I think that they both showed up to my graduation party, and that's where I'm like connecting the dots here. But this guy recently interviewed Shinedown. And the only way I learned about it was Shinedown posted it in their story, and I was like, Eric Zachary? What the fuck?
That's awesome.
It's amazing.
That's awesome, dude.
And when I tell people that, they're like, are you going to interview him? I'm like, I mean, that would be so weird, because this is the guy who was like, hey, man, thanks for helping me stay on pitch for choir. And I'd be like, so how is it, living my dream? Talking to my favorite band in rock music. Absolutely insane. But it is it's a wonderful thing. And you'll never know who you're going to meet at graduation parties. It doesn't matter if they've been friends with you forever. People are totally different outside of school. I learned that over time, and that's the best thing. So it'll be a whole awakening. And that ego that she's got, I'm excited to see. That's going to be a great day when it all gets torn down in front of her. And she's like, oh shit, I can't control the world.
Well, she tries.
Yeah. Teenagers. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Have you guys seen any amazing movies this year that you have just been raving to people about?
I think the only movie that I've watched thus far this year is the new Wonka.
Okay.
And it was pretty good. I was not expecting I know Willy Wonka was a musical technically, but like I wasn't expecting like a full on musical.
Yeah. Noodle.
Noodle. Yeah. Dude, I hated all the villains. They picked the right people to play those villains. I hated all of them the entire time.
I thought you were going to say like you hated their acting. I was like, no, their acting is perfect.
No, their acting was perfect.
Yeah.
Yes. I hated the villains. Yeah. Keegan-Michael Key, dude. Just the entire like his span in growth, literally during the course of that movie was just ridiculous.
Yeah,
but I felt it because I love that sort of chocolate.
Did you like the getting up from the knee part?
Yeah,
took like a whole minute. Like I got this. Yeah, Wonka was a great surprise.
Now I have to watch it.
It's actually really, really solid for what I considered to be a bastardization originally when I was watching the trailer. I was like, you're going to ruin Gene Kelly's... Is it Gene Kelly? Gene Wilder's life.
Gene Wilder,
like this is like what he's known for, his absolute blockbuster event, and you're going to ruin that. And they didn't. They paid tribute. The song that came back that actually gets tears in your eyes if you think about the story that you got from this movie. It's like, it feels really good. It's wholesome, great for families, but it does have a few adult jokes which are funny. And I think that the guy who played the Oompa Loompa was just an absolute perfect choice.
Dude, Hugh Grant. I did not see that coming at all whatsoever.
Yes. The Oompa Loompa?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I'm sure by the time that this airs, everybody will have seen it, and they're not going to be like, "You spoiled it, you son of a bitch." But yeah, Hugh Grant.
Yeah, he plays a very miniaturized. I was told by somebody who's read the book that it's like exactly the way that they wrote it. And I guess it's closer to the actual story, much like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the Johnny Depp version that I'm not too fond of. But I love...
Oh, really? I love that one, man.
I love the vibe. Ew. I like happiness, man. I mean, darkness, I don't want in kid stuff. I'm okay with darkness and horror and things. But when I see that in kid stuff, I'm just like, that's twisted. That is twisted.
Yeah, but at least there was a happy... Yeah, it's Tim Burton, too. So there's that. Yeah, but I will say this. There was some happiness, at least at the end. It was just creepy along the way. And I think that's why I liked it. Because technically, like when I watched Charlie and Chocolate Factory when I was a little kid, man, that shit was creepy. Like the kid like starts ballooning up and turning blue and it's not an allergic reaction. I'm good.
Yes, but I like the original story. I just feel like even though it is as brutal as the other version, I guess you could say, because the Tim Burton one is obviously more realistic of a case.
Yeah.
But still, the Gene Wilder one, I mean, the kids technically disappear and you never see them again.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
mob rules on this fucking movie, man. Holy shit.
It's insane, man. And he's excited about it too. Like, oh, the suspense is killing me. I hope it'll last. Like, he's just devious, man. That's the thing about it, is like the one that you get in this new Wonka movie, it's just so wholesome. It's like a nice feeling the whole time, mostly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and he's more like a magician in this one rather than the the entrepreneur of a said chocolate factory.
Yeah. That's true.
However, I did quote the Johnny Depp version like twice this week. Yeah, before my trip to Oklahoma City, there's a Baker's chocolate. Shameless promotion for these people, but there's a Baker's chocolate in Greenwood, Nebraska, and it is literally a chocolate factory. They make chocolate there, and my daughter has a teacher that works there. And they got to go on a tour of it, and they're talking about how the stuff was made. I was like, yeah, this is the only chocolate that's turned by a waterfall. Keeps it light and frothy. Did that twice and pissed my kids off the entire time.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? I am happy that you are such a movie addict, and I'm pretty sure that we discussed movies last time. But I just keep bringing it up to people.
I'm really not, though.
No, you are. It sticks with you, dude.
Quoting them.
I'm good at quoting them. Oh, I could quote the whole movie of Anchorman like right now if you really wanted me to.
And
from
I
start to
just
finish.
watched it.
60% of the time, it works every time.
Every time. That doesn't make sense.
Oh, I love it. But how about you, LA? Have you seen any movies that just have blown your mind?
I don't have a lot of time to watch movies. Recently, the most recent movie I just watched last week was Anchorman, actually. And I was just doing it because I was in the middle of school. Oh, I'm also in college right now.
Okay.
And so I was in the middle of like my school assignments, and I just needed something on in the background that I've seen before that I wanted to be able to quote again, because every time poor Kyle has to deal with my ass and he says a quote and I don't know what movie it's from, and it's from
or Simpsons
very
reference.
prominent movie.
It's just really well known, and you're just like, I have no idea what you're saying.
Sometimes I'll realize, like, as soon as he just looks at me and I'm like, it's from Anchorman, isn't it?
So you were listening to the movie to get the references in your mind. Okay, that makes sense.
By osmosis. Right?
Exactly.
That is perfect. My movie I've seen this year so far and been blown away with, and people hated it for some reason. It connects, and this is a spoiler, I'm not even going to say it, but it connects to a universe that I'm very fond of. I originally wasn't, but then it helped me get comfortable with violence. And now that I know that it's connected to that, it makes so much more sense. But it's called Argyle, and it's by Matthew Vaughn.
Yes.
And it is an amazing script, and just twisting and turning. You actually know what I'm talking about? Yay!
I want to see it so bad.
Okay.
I want to see it so bad.
Awesome.
What is it streaming on, though?
Let's see.
Or did you see it in the theaters?
I saw it in theaters.
Of course you did.
I'm an old school guy. I actually literally
Dude, it's too expensive to go to the theater here. If I wanted to go to a movie by myself, it's like $40.
Yeah, that's how it was for me as well. I've been avoiding as much as I can to go in theaters.
I don't have $40. I'm a single mom going to college, sending my kid off to a private school.
Apple TV.
And I lost my job. I have a new job now, but I lost my job for quite a while.
Yeah, we've all been apparently in this boat, but Kyle got an instant relief. And I'm amazed by that. I cannot dream of having that.
I'm amazed by it, but I'm not surprised.
Not surprised. He's just that qualified.
The shitty part about it was while I was sitting in there being told that I no longer have a job, I was mad for a total of 3 minutes. And then I don't know why. I'm like sitting there, I'm like, you know what? I hated this place. What? This is so much better for me. Like I got plenty more time to do the shit that I want now at this point. And I was literally like, they're going through everything with me. Like, yes, you have your benefits through this, and blah blah blah. We're gonna give you this and that. Yeah, I'm like, all right, cool. When do I get to go home? This is fucking awesome, man. I'm gonna go take off my pants. Shit. And here's the funny part about it too. And now that I've been terminated and all the agreements to do whatever after this are now done, I won't say who the hell I work for, but it's really funny though. I'm telling my boss, he's like, dude, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I'm like, whatever, man. I'm gonna go home and take my pants off. I literally, after that whole meeting was done, I literally was going to go home and take my pants off anyway. And so, I mean, it was a win-win.
Okay. Is that how you got your ass stuck to whatever that was?
It was actually 50 degrees and very sunny. So,
okay.
Yeah. We won't go into that. Like, this is like Fight Club. You just don't talk about this.
I wanted to bring it back because I was like, oh my God, he just lined it up and didn't even realize when he said, I want to take my pants off. I was like, okay, this is all making sense. This is it. Okay. All right.
You turned it around on me, you bastard. How dare you?
That's what she said.
Oh, I love it. All right. So besides movies, besides job updates, I'll give you my nightmare that I've been through recently. So, in summary, I have been through 19 interviews, I originally believed that I was going to be going into sales. I've been listening to a very motivational podcast, hence why I was walking out in negative 30 degrees and thinking that I could handle it. I did. Obviously, I'm not dead, but my God,
Yeah,
did
right,
that
right.
hurt my legs because I had
Like I'm missing a toe.
yeah, exactly, right? That's how it felt. And so after I had this like great motivational thing, it was like you need to work in a job that's going to use what you've already acquired in your life and something that you enjoy. So I'm like, oh, sales sounds like a thing I would do because I love talking to people. I can learn how to sell, and then I can work with that and use the podcast as like a way to be a vessel to be like, hey, I'm around and find my stuff and blah 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 blah. But instead, I learned what commission-based jobs are. And so
Mm-hmm.
after 3 interviews with all of their opportunities, I decided I need to go back into hospitality. I already had put my 2 weeks in at my job at this point. The reason I'm leaving my job is because I was on personal employment, whatever, some kind of program.
You're
thing.
on a PIP.
PIP, yeah, you know it. So as soon as that came up, my coworker was like, "Oh fuck," and I was like, "Oh okay, well that means I've got to start searching." So I decided that I would go back into hospitality at this point, and I had a job offer. Literally my last day at my job, I had a job offer at this interview, and I was ready to go. Walk right in. Let's do this. And she's like, great, you're going to start Friday. I'm like, sweet. I'm telling everybody, I'm like, I'm starting a new job. I'm going to be a manager. I've never been a manager before, but, you know, that should have been a red flag already. So I walk in, and nobody knows why I'm there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they I guess she thought that I was coming in on Monday, which is probably, I think, when she was scheduled. But so the guy, he's been told that there is a new manager. So I said, hi, I'm Dan, I'm the new manager. And then he's like, cool. And so he shows me the back room, security stuff. And I'm like, that's breaking protocol. Okay, that's a great start. I like this. And then I have, as I'm talking to him, he's telling me all of the goods and bads and everything. And he's telling me, like, this entire company is owned by, like, a family bloodline. So currently the one who's in charge of this property is 3 months old. I'm like, oh, wonderful. I'm so happy to hear this insane news. And then he told me the ultimate fuck you, which was the person that interviewed me, along with the supervisor who was going to teach me a little bit more on my shift, are leaving the following week. So
Oh,
I would have
fuck.
had to take care of everything by myself with a brand new
Oh my
GM.
God.
Yeah, so I was like, okay. So I continued searching, and I ended up at another property, and all of these other properties have been like great, terrible. So
Yep.
at least they don't hire me and bring me in and then tell me the bad news. It usually comes before that or somewhere in between. But just recently,
Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
I was informed that one of the companies that I worked at prior no longer wants me working for them.
Aw.
And I was not notified of this before having all of these offers come up for this exact brand. And I was just like, I am fucked.
Jeez.
So today, everything changed. It's like I said, it's a roller coaster of just constantly swimming through life and trying to figure out where we're going to go next. But I do have now 3 offers to look through, so I can hopefully
Yes.
figure out which one is going to work best. Because holy shit, I thought the last one was perfect, and yep, nope. But yeah, so it's been a
Damn.
nightmare, and I'm just counting my blessings at this point of like what went right, what did I learn from it, what can I do to avoid it in the future. Simple and
Oh,
easy
yeah,
adult
and
question.
It's always a learning experience. Like, it's a learning opportunity. I see it as a learning opportunity. When I got let go of the job that I just got let go of, I hated it too, but I learned so much on the job that it's helping me with my school. It's helping me with my job that I just got and just started. And I took less pay, but I love my new job.
That's what I
Love
like to
it.
hear. That's what I like to
I
hear.
love it so much.
That's what
For
matters
me, I don't
most.
necessarily care about what I'm going to be doing. I care about the people I'm going to be working with. I need community and
Yes.
peoples. And the peoples are awesome because I can learn to do anything. It's about who I'm working with and how I get along with them. It's like my home away from home.
I love it. And it is supposed to be what they say is if you love your job, you never work a day in your life.
Yep.
Exactly.
And so if you're not
Exactly.
feeling that, like I was saying from this motivational podcast, if you're not feeling like this is where I want to be in the future, it's time to, yeah, obviously don't leave and be like, okay, everything's going great, peace, see ya. But when things get more and more obvious that either you're not good for them, they're not good for you, that's when you say, okay,
Yeah.
let me see what else is out there. And so,
Yeah.
yeah, it's always good to pre-plan. That's what I could say. But I'm really happy that both of you have that opportunity, and I'm hoping for the best at this point because I've now said this in 3 different interviews in the last 3 weeks with all of the same exact, like, oh, congratulations, and I'm like, yeah, fell through again.
I know what I'm doing after I get off the interview. So I'm a huge, huge proponent of manifestation, Dan. And
Oh,
I would like to, if you are cool with it, when I get home, I'd like to light a candle for you.
okay.
And then,
The
like,
candles help, dude.
yeah.
Candles are what's up. So let me see. I have my salt one somewhere.
No, you don't need to light the candle. I will light the candle for
Gotcha,
you.
gotcha.
Because I have a way of helping people.
Love it. It's got the energy.
Be awesome if it would work for me, because I can light the candle for myself and it just doesn't work like it does for others, but
I
that's
was
okay.
I was recently
It's
talking to
fine.
somebody through hard times, and I said the same thing. I said it's funny. I will give you all the advice, and what I believe is that God speaks through people. So I'm like, I'm giving you advice. You're getting all of the greatness. I'm stuck suffering. It's how it always goes. It's like, oh, life sucks. Oh, let me help you out, buddy. And then nothing in return, and I'm just like, back to denial.
Neat.
I always think of it this way. I don't mind. So for me, I feel like a filter. I feel like I get to filter all the bad and pass all the good to other people because I am capable as an empath of processing all the bad and letting it just leave my body.
I love it.
That's just how I've always been.
Can you get paid doing it? That's the question.
I wish. Okay, did you ever see the movie Constantine? Like the old movie Constantine? The Sin Eaters? Like I'm not
Ellen?
religious.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so when they talk about Sin Eaters, they go to the people at the end of their life and they take away that and they put it into themselves and then process it and it's gone. That's kind of how I feel sometimes. Like I get to take all the shit and then I get to process it so that way they don't have to.
Some of us are called to do that. That's some of our purpose, I guess. But in
That's my
Constantine,
purpose.
this is how much I know about the movie. Recently, I had an interview with someone who told me that Shia LaBeouf was in it. So now I know Shia LaBeouf is in it. I've never seen the movie. I own it. So it's literally here, right by me. Yeah, I've never seen this movie. I've never seen Forrest Gump. I've never seen Saving Private Ryan, The Blues Brothers. It took me at
You've never
least
seen the Blues Brothers?
no, and I'm from
Yo.
Chicagoland.
Yo, by the way, make sure you download the right Saving Private Ryan and not the porn counterpart Saving Ryan's Privates.
No, I have
Two
the
totally different movies.
special edition.
Yeah,
on
completely
Blu-ray.
different movie.
I got
Same
Saving
outcome, but different movie. No, I'm just kidding.
I got Saving Private Ryan, and I think I got
Still about the same amount of violence, just not the same outcome.
what's the Mel Brooks? No, not Mel Brooks. Mel Gibson movie. Braveheart. I got Braveheart and Saving Private Ryan both on Blu-ray.
Hell yeah, there you go.
Allison
There
Have
loved
you seen
Braveheart.
Braveheart?
No. I am.
Why do you have all these movies and you're not watching them, Dan?
I'm the ultimate movie man. I've seen all of the movies that came out in theaters, but I completely miss everything that I own. Yeah, no.
I mean, that's a
weird
weird
thing.
flex, but I mean, at
Yeah.
least you're fucking owning it.
It is
man.
it is great that it's
absolutely.
here. Yeah, always here. Like just right there. I still have to watch Predator. I know I left it somewhere.
What is
Stop.
your favorite movie, Dan?
Baby Driver.
Baby Driver. That's a good movie.
Yes.
I already know Kyle's favorite movie.
What's his favorite movie?
Terminator 2.
Ah, Judgment Day.
Yeah.
I've,
Dude, it's got everything. It's got comedy, it's got drama, it's got action, it's got fire, it's got robots. I mean, shit, you can't go wrong.
what about the first one? Did you like it?
I mean, the first one's, oh, I love that one. But I mean, Terminator 2, okay, when you have somebody that turns into a puddle and then like changes into other shit and then runs after cars and like, that's fucking cool.
I
And that's
agree.
exactly how he was running.
I agree. I think that the technology upgrade and the budget for that movie helped it. I've only seen
Yeah.
the first half.
Did you get scared?
No.
Was it scary?
No, it wasn't scary. I think we started at like 1 a.m. and I was like, I'm not going to make it through this whole thing. Because I saw the first movie and it was so hard to finish as well because it was just so slow. I was like, what are we doing? Why is there an iguana?
It
on
was
top of a
it was really
bookcase?
slow.
Yeah.
It was super slow, but it was also kind of filmed like almost like a horror movie almost.
That's what people have compared it to. Some people actually say
Yeah.
the first movie is better than the second movie. And I'm like, if you're talking about effects, no. No.
I don't know.
Acting.
My favorite part though on the first movie was when the guy's like knocking on the door, like, "Hey, you got blood all over my carpet," and like it's sifting through what dismissal it wants to give this guy, and finally like beep, 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 it's like, "Fuck you, asshole." That is a core memory, by the way. That's a core fucking memory.
There you go. Speaking of core memories, this is actually perfect. This is how I do it. This is how I transition from topic to topic. Inside Out 2 is coming out this year. Are you excited to see that?
There we go. There you go. I like the first one. That was a good movie.
It's my favorite
I can't
Pixar
wait.
movie.
I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to hear that, LA. Did you see who's going to be listed as like a new cast member?
No.
So Robin from Stranger Things is going to be
Yay!
Anxiety.
Oh, I love her so much.
Yes, I'm so excited to see how she does on the vocal work because I've only seen her as that
Yes.
character and probably something
Yes.
else. But it's crazy. Like Maya Hawke, she just came out of nowhere and she's like, "Hey,
Yeah.
guess what? I'm immensely important."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, wait. I actually did see a new movie.
Oh.
Okay, but I think it's only streaming. But I watched a movie called Damsel.
Oh,
And
with Millie
it's
Bobby
Millie
Brown.
Bobby Brown's new movie, and it is fucking spectacular.
You loved
and I
it.
can't believe I didn't. It's got a dragon in it. It's got a dragon. I love
That's-
dragons.
That's
And
where the
Millie
selling
Bobby
point
Brown.
She
is.
does.
Come on.
Do you
And
like
She does.
Desolation of Smog? Is that your favorite Hobbit movie?
Maybe.
Benedict Cumberbatch before he was Doctor Strange. That was your go-to.
He was such a
Performance.
bad actor back then. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I like him now. I have no idea how what his
Oh,
past
I
was
like
like.
him now. I like him now.
Yeah, he's definitely changed. His character development in the MCU is awesome.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's
But-
been through some stuff.
So Damsel, as far as I know, it's been quoted as the anti what is it, patriarchy kind of movie.
Oh yeah.
And there's plenty of those, but like which one is this one, like the good one? Because I hated Barbie. Like personally hated it.
This is the good one. This is good anti. So essentially, like, so at the end, she has the option where she can kill the dragon that was trying to kill her and trying to took generations of princesses as collateral for something one king did a long time ago, and she chooses to heal the dragon instead.
Oh.
And just goes on and lives her life. Like, it's the storyline itself is, for me,
Uh-huh.
it is about breaking the cycle of trauma, because I like to read into this shit.
No,
but
it's
it's
good that
about
you do.
breaking generational trauma.
Okay.
And like it's not anti-patriarchy in the way of, well, I don't need a man and I don't have to do it. It's like the family wronged her, and she is kind of like, she makes a comeback. But the majority of the movie it's pretty much her struggling to survive after she got the short end of the stick.
See, I love hearing this point of view because I've heard so many critics and I've heard so many interviews from the cast, and they're like, oh no, this is a, we don't need a man movie. And I'm like, that immensely turns me off to this movie because I don't care about that kind of stuff. I just want to see a good story, a good script, and actually really good acting.
It's definitely not. It's definitely not the we don't need a man.
Okay. That's good. All. That's good.
Yeah, no. She gets thrown into a chasm.
What is a... Oh, wait. What the heck is a chasm?
Like, she gets thrown off a bridge into this, like, chasm in a cave. Uh-huh. Where she's supposed to have been a sacrifice.
Okay.
And there's a dragon that lives down there that's supposed to eat her because the generations before her, she got married into a royal bloodline. And the royal bloodline made a pact with the dragon saying that the first 3 women of every generation of the royal bloodline would be sacrificed to the dragon because they killed her baby, because they killed the dragon's babies.
Oh,
like
my
generations
God.
and generations and generations. So what they're doing is they go out and find women and bring them in as princesses, and on their wedding day, slit the hand and then bleed the hands together of the royal bloodline so they smell like royalty. And then they take the random woman that believes in this beautiful fairy tale magic like love story, because of course they all fall in love with the prince, and he at the end, like, you can tell that he's kind of fucked up because it's his mom that is doing this. And after she gets bled into the royal family, it smells like royalty, he casts her off the bridge into the pit to die.
Oh.
And then after the 3 are dead, the generation curse is supposed to be over. And then as of the 4th woman, he's allowed to marry for love.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So the whole, like, that happens at the beginning. The whole rest of the story is she survives the fall. She finds beauty in the cave. She starts to, like, figure out why the dragon is trying to kill her. And then basically says, you've been lied to, just like I've been lied to. And then, like, at the end of the movie, she, like, goes to sacrifice herself to save her sister because they needed a 3rd. And so they took her sister, who was underage, bled her into the royal family and threw her off too.
Wow.
And so, of course, Millie Bobby Brown's character escapes the cave and then finds out that her sister is down there, and she goes back into the cave to save her sister.
Girl power.
Yeah, absolutely. But
Okay.
It's not, there is at no point in the movie did I feel like they were trying to say fuck the man or fuck men or anything like that. Like,
it was just this
I'm
bloodline
not a big
thing.
I'm not a big fan of movies like that in general.
Mm-hmm. I like Enchanted. Before I learned
Enchanted too.
of James Marsden's past, but yeah, I like Enchanted.
I do love like dark fairy tale stuff.
Yeah, I think it's fun to play around with a parody, like taking something that people are well known for, of like, this is the exact story, and then changing it up. Like Shrek did perfect with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that movie because of it. The first movie is so damn good. We watched the second one after the first one, and I was like, it's not really holding up as much as that first one. That first one's just forever in my memory because of the memes.
Fair. For me, it's the logistics of how a dragon and a donkey have babies.
Yeah,
like,
that is a challenge.
Even happen?
That's in the first one. That doesn't happen. See, that's the good thing.
And why is it that Princess Fiona looks better as an ogre than as an actual princess?
Right?
Man? Like, she got a thick ass, dude. Jesus.
Yeah.
The
Nice
humans look terrible. Humans look terrible in that world. Like, they look as simmy as possible. They look like sim characters.
I don't know how we got on this. Oh yeah.
Because Damsel has a dragon.
then it moved to Shrek, and then
Well,
Princess
originally
Fiona,
it was
thick
Inside
ass,
Out.
yeah.
I don't know how Inside Out became Maya Hawke, and then Maya Hawke became a Stranger Things connection, which was Millie Bobby Brown, and that's actually a pretty damn impressive connection. Okay, I see
Yeah,
what you
that's
did
I
there.
6
feel like
degrees
we're
right
playing the
there. Well
seven-
done.
But the
The
whole
7
time,
steps of Kevin Bacon.
the whole
6
time,
degrees, yeah.
Or the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, yes.
the whole time
You
that
call it whatever you want.
you were explaining the plot of this damsel, I was just like, there's got to be something that's not serious here. Like, there's got to be some joke I can make. Like, when they get thrown into this pit, do they go like, "This is Sparta," and like kick them off or something? Like, there's nothing there. It was just so depressing to hear this, like, truly tragic story.
It is a tragic story.
It
I
sounds
do
so
have to
sad.
say, though,
Yeah.
Millie Bobby Brown's, 20 now?
Mhm.
She is hot
And
in
married.
the movie. Okay, fine. She is hot in the movie. And she got long brown hair throughout almost the whole movie, except till the end when she cuts it all off to make a rope.
See, there comes the problem with having younger versions of these characters that I've been comfortable with for a while. I can't go, that's not 11. I
Yeah,
always
that's
say,
true.
that's 11. The same girl that had her head shaved and escaped from Dr. Papa Crazy Guy and sit in a like sewer drain pipe, and I was that's where it always goes for me. I can't even look at the actor anymore and be like they're in anything else. Every time that I see Mike from Stranger Things, also I could say he plays Richie really well. And
Yeah.
so like that's like the only things I ever see that dude in. So if he ever played
That's
another
true.
role, I'd be like, oh, Richie's in this, or oh, Mike from Stranger Things. But Dustin, on the other hand, he's been playing on Broadway last year. He was with Josh Groban for Sweeney Todd
Holy crap, I did not know
Oh,
that.
okay.
and got to play Tobias, which was absolutely amazing. And this is even crazier of a connection because I was recently talking about Eric Zachary and the connection. But when I was in high school, we performed Sweeney Todd, and the guy that came to my graduation party with Eric Zachary was Trace, who played Tobias. So boom, too many
Cool.
many connections. Too many connections. The 6
Now,
degrees.
how does it all lead back to Kevin Bacon?
Yeah, it's
That's-
always
I mean,
back to Bacon. Speaking of, did you like the holiday special of Guardians of the Galaxy? And did you like Guardians 3?
Oh, okay, so real talk, haven't watched it yet.
Not the holiday special, or not Guardians 3, or both?
Yes. Sorry, man. I've been busy.
It's okay. It's okay. I just ask that.
Don't you spoil it.
No, I'm not touching anything.
Yeah, no
I will-
spoilers.
I will make up
Please do
for
not.
Constantine. I'll make up for Terminator if you can watch the Guardians 3, because I think that's actually a really worthwhile film. But now, unfortunately, you're not allowed to watch the holiday special until the holidays are coming around, because it will make you feel really weird to watch that when it's not like at least sometime close to Christmas.
Right.
We have a lot going on. Until then, I think we'll be okay.
There you go. There you go. See, these are top priorities for people stuck in their parents' house. This is this is how the world is for us. But yeah,
I don't
no.
have that issue right now.
But
I
yeah,
got working 3 jobs.
you were saying something about your music changing, and I think that we talked about it beforehand. I've technically been recording this the whole time on OBS, but Skype only got it somewhere in the middle of his conversation about his job. So I don't know when I started recording, but I wanted to make sure that
You're
that's
good.
out there, that you guys have a new EP coming, and it's going to be
Yep.
even more wild than you've already had, but at the same time
Oh,
still
yeah.
chasing supernovas. What on earth does that mean?
The music essentially versus the first album, I feel like there's a lot more heavier riffs. We took a little bit more time in crafting these. Some of these songs are about a year to maybe 2 years old. In fact, a lot of the riffs have evolved from what they initially started out as. Like, we got a song, we'll say it's number 2 on the record. It started out as something completely different, and the it did not start to take shape until we actually started putting words to it. And once we put words to it, and then we started this whole new mixing process, that's when everything just started coming to life. And to be honest with you, it's probably one of my favorites on the record, even though every one of them is a favorite on the record. Even comparatively to where like you heard like Pebble,
Yeah.
the version that got released on
June 9th.
June, yeah, 6/9. The one that got released then, what you heard is it's not even close to well, it is. I mean, it's still the same song, but the way it got mixed and everything like that, it's 10 billion times better. And there's more shit in it now. You know? And that was kind of what we wanted to do with this record too. Not only did we want to write better and come out swinging, but we also wanted it to sound better. The first record, I mean, it was done by me. I was mixing the whole thing, but like I was still learning a lot of stuff. I still am, but a lot of stuff that I learned from that, and help from people around and purchasing, actually purchasing a lot of like the industry standard equipment. That helped us kind of. It's now where this has evolved to where it sounded awesome to us before. Now it sounds 10 billion times better. And I want to go back and redo all those songs from, A Chance to Burn in this exact way. Yeah, I know. I got enough shit.
Number two, like every time I hear the solo, I just can't help. I even just thinking about the solo in the song, it like punches you in the face.
Oh yeah, I took guitar lessons, and it's shown a lot on this. Like there's like we've evolved as musicians as well. So like I actually know what the hell I'm doing just a little bit more so than what I did on the first record.
Excellent.
And you'll get to hear me scream on this EP.
Yes,
That's
what I asked for. Okay, so let's talk about the two tracks. Since you already said Pebble, I wanted to get the name right. I was like, was it Pebble? And so I looked it up, and I was
Pebble
like,
and the Crow.
The Pebble and the Crow.
Now that then brings me to the question of: have you guys heard of anything called the Mockingbird and the Crow? Have you heard that before?
Okay.
No.
It's an album by Hardy that came out last year, and
oh my god, I love that dude.
Country,
especially his collaborations.
Yes,
yeah,
it's amazing.
When you're a country dude and you collaborate with Jeremy from A Day to Remember,
got it.
Caleb from Beartooth, you're instantly my favorite.
He's so cool, dude. I am amazed that he just did a freaking country cover of Gin and Juice.
Oh, hell yeah.
So like he's gonna blow up so big, man. I cannot wait to see what he's gonna drop next. He's just so versatile. But anyway, speaking of versatility, let's talk about this insane title, which sounds like a Day to Remember lyric. If penguins wear tuxedos, why don't they wear shoes? And I love that there's no question mark. Who came up with the title, and where did it come from?
It was literally a question that I asked Kyle. I was like, you know what? If penguins wear tuxedos, why don't they wear shoes? And he's like, you know what? I don't know. And I'm like, new song name. And then we started doing it as a joke. And the more we kept saying it, I'm like, yeah, this is actually the song title.
Well, with every song, it starts out with like a working title. You might be calling it this, but it might end up being called that. And I remember it actually. So really funny is Pebble and the Crow was actually if penguins wear tuxedos. Yeah, that was that. When we started actually working on this record, we were actually working on a single, and it was going to be Penguins. And I'm like, we need, you know what? I'm not even feeling this song. Like, this title does not belong on this song. And I started working on this. And I started like morphing the riff, and pretty soon it was like, I have an idea. This is if Penguins, we'll just shorten it for brevity. It's my fuck you depression song. Like, we've been going through shit for the last year and a half. I mean, like, and everybody has, but I got super consumed by it. I was like super down, and this song, like, it got me out of my headspace. It got me back to being me, and it's so fun. And it's not anything you expect. And what's really fun too is when it starts, and then it kicks in. It punches you in the face, and it's just not like it's something you just don't expect.
Oh my God. I absolutely love that explanation. So my biggest question when it comes to the Penguin song, did it have anything to do with this movie?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
Mary Poppins, no.
Because now I have to think if they were wearing shoes in that movie or not, and that's what's been going through my mind ever since you asked that question. I was like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Because I mean, Happy Feet, obviously not. No shoes needed.
No
shoes. Now, do you guys love penguins? Is that one of your favorite animals, or was this just out of absolutely nowhere?
It was completely out of nowhere.
I love it.
That's exactly, yeah.
And you made an entire song that fit whatever vibe you were thinking.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
And the chorus came first. Like, yeah. I wrote the chorus with completely different lyrics. And he's like, hold on. What about this? And then he sent me a voice clip. And I'm like, I got it. I got you.
Yeah. In fact, it was funny too, because like as she was recording the verses, she's singing it like she normally does. Mm-hmm. And I heard something completely different. I heard this rap that I actually do in the song. And I took it and I ran like her vocals through a vocoder for the first part of it. And I did this whole little, it's almost like a video game sound. Yeah. Like for that. And I sent it back to her. I'm like, so this is what I did with your stuff, and like passed it back to her. She's like, what the hell? I wasn't even expecting that.
And to be honest, it was like when you go to a car dealership and they negotiate pay and they slip you the piece of paper and you look at it and then you slip it back. Because I was like, yeah. I don't like this. And then he's like, okay, hold on a second. I don't even think he changed it because he sends it back to me the same way. And I'm like, I really don't dig this. And then he like mixes it a little bit and then just passes it back to me. And I'm like, God damn it, fine. And then the more we recorded on it, the more he played with it, I'm like, God damn, this is good shit.
There you go. That's it. It is. You know what? It's actually the exact way that I felt while watching Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I needed 3 times to watch it before I was like, God damn, that was some good shit. And
I was that way with Anchorman.
Yeah.
I hated that shit at first.
I think the Anchorman 2, I laughed so much harder the first time I saw it. Rewatching it, I was like, what is so funny about this movie that I was just cracking up so bad? The first movie is endlessly just, it's Will Ferrell doing the Will Ferrell. Yep. And it worked so perfectly because he does that character perfect.
Yep.
I don't like him in almost anything else, though. I like him in Daddy's Home. I like him in Anchorman. I like him in Elf. That's what I could say.
Yeah.
I
do like Semi-Pro.
What's that? Oh wait, no, I like him in what's the Ballad of Ricky Bobby?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Whatever it's called.
The Ballad of...
Yeah, what was that called?
Oh, Talladega
Nights. There we go. Yeah, that one was funny as hell. Great movie.
Yes, watch Semi-Pro. It's about him owning a semi-pro basketball team. It's hilarious.
It is hilarious.
That and Blades of Glory.
Glory.
Now that you said basketball, did you see Get Hard?
No, not yet.
It's been so long.
Kevin Hart, Will Ferrell? No, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate Kevin Hart.
You shut your face.
Instantly disgusted. Listen,
dude,
he's not a fan of Kevin Hart.
No, listen, he's absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Kyle. I literally had like almost every special back when he started out. I was like, seriously funny. Oh, I love this. And all of this is great. And then he's got this new movie that's coming out. Everybody goes and sees it. I'm like, oh man, I wasn't able to see it, but I love Kevin Hart. It's called Let Me Explain. I picked up the DVD. I'm like, yes, let's go. Let's watch this movie. I bought it. I was like, it's only $3. It's easy. I got this. I finished the movie. I was like, that's the worst fucking act I've ever seen. That is the worst fucking comedian.
Okay.
He's just
Fair.
bitching on stage for an entire hour and a half in Madison Square Garden. George Carlin is rolling in his grave to know that that comedian had a chance to be big and decided to bitch about his day instead.
Yep.
But if you watch anything with Kevin Hart and The Rock,
It's no. A, The Rock shouldn't be acting. B,
oh come
no.
on.
Nah, man.
Are you talking about
They're
Ride
in
Along
literally
1 and 2?
everything now.
We
1 and
talked
2.
about this. We can agree to disagree.
Do you
I
like-
know, but I just think you're wrong.
Is it the first movie or the second movie you like more of Ride Along?
Me?
No.
Oh.
L.A. Which one do you like more?
First one.
The first one, okay.
I don't think I watched the second one.
There you
I'm
go.
not a big fan. I usually don't ever get to the sequels.
What? Imagine saying that about Star Wars. Oh my god.
Okay,
No.
no. Because
No.
if it's a book series,
Okay.
I will make a point. If it's Terminator, because somebody I care about says to watch the second one, I will do that. But when it's something like that,
Not necessary. Yeah, I get
Not
you.
necessary.
Okay. However, if we're going to talk about sequels, the best sequel ever,
Mhm.
the first movie was amazing, always will be, Echelon. However, its sequel was just as good for 3 reasons, and that's Wayne's World 2.
okay, yes, I agree with that.
So you're talking about Wayne's World
Wayne's
1
World 2 was
and
inherent.
Wayne's World 2. Okay.
Yes.
Wayne's World 1 was amazing. It was a great movie. Wayne's World 2 was inherently funnier. Like all the references that they used, it was hilarious. And then
I
as
will
well
agree with
too,
that.
Tia Carrera was hotter in the second movie.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Mm.
That's actually kind of what happened. No, this is the opposite with Scream. The second movie, Courtney Cox looks terrible. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree
they
with
just
that.
changed her hair so much over the series, and then she got like all of this plastic surgery and whatever happened with the facelift. I was like, oh okay.
She got a Karen haircut for that show,
Yeah,
man.
she did. For the second movie, it was like, what is this? Or was that the third? No, it was, something. I don't know. It was bad.
It was bad.
But no, I see where you're getting at. I would say the best 2, if I were to go with like 2 out of 3 movies. Oh man, I love Back to the Future so much. I do, but
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah,
All right.
the
okay.
first movie is
All right.
amazing. Like it's so hard to say I would like anything more than that first movie. I know.
And then you watch the second one, and it was just as friggin' awesome.
It's a compliment to the first one, especially
Yes!
with the Biff
Absolutely.
punch. Oh my god, the Biff punch from the different angle after ooh la la, ooh la la, ooh la la. In that little principal's office, dude, I love that movie so much. But yeah,
Dude, yes.
and then Godfather is like everyone's favorite. I have not seen any of those movies. I have not seen the mob.
I
movies.
haven't either.
No gangster movies. Nothing. I'm not missing anything. 4 hours. Of
I'm not
entertainment.
opposed to it, but I just haven't.
Just never
had
watched
time.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Here come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
That just
See, I
brings
don't
up
need
the
to watch
Family
it.
Guy.
You can just
Right? That's exactly what it is. That's my brando is because it was already done by somebody on Family Guy. So is my Schwarzenegger though. You know, yeah.
Oh my
get
god.
to Choppa.
So
Get to the job.
I've
Come on,
completely
go now.
I've completely sidetracked from the music that we were talking about. So Pebble and the Crow, where did the lyrics, not lyrics, where did the title come from? Inspiration, all of that.
That was
So-
Lindsay.
Like he had mentioned, that was originally Penguins. I loved the original. I loved it. I had written lyrics to it. I had recorded it already. And when we went our other direction, I just couldn't get it out of my head. And I was actually playing around. I think that's the day I started playing around with the AI generator, right, Kyle?
I think so.
Yeah, I was playing around with an AI generated like image maker, and I just started putting in like random stuff, and just to kind of see what would come out. And then I saw the crow, and I was like, ooh, what about the crow or something, the crow. And then I started thinking about like, what do crows do? They bring you shiny things, they bring you pebbles, like the kind of the things that like they remember you, and they remember like the things that you do. And I just thought it in my brain, and I'm like, the pebble and the crow. So that's what I named it. And then I begged Kyle, I was like, listen to this, please, can we go back to this, please? It took months and months and months of him not even listening to it. And then finally one day I was like, you hurt my feelings because you didn't even listen. I was like, did you even listen to the pebble and the crow? And he's like, I've had so much going on in my life. No, I didn't. And I was like, just fucking listen to it. And he listens to it, and he's like, you know, this just isn't my cup of tea. And I'm like, you know what? Whatever. So I waited, another month, and then I brought it up again.
It was a couple of days.
No, it was not, because you were going through some shit. You were going through some shit, and we were in arguments like for days. And so I had brought Fino, and maybe it was a couple of days. I was like, can you please just listen to it again? When you're in a better headspace, listen to it again. And then he's like, okay, but what if we do this for the second verse? And then I was like, I win.
I love it.
Yeah.
My favorite song of all time, with the crow being involved in the title, is "The Crow and the Butterfly" by
I love the crow and the butterfly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
absolutely.
That song
so
Shinedown
is so good. Yeah, Shinedown. The meaning behind it, I think he talked about it, was like a dream or something of that sort. There's the Somewhere in the Stratosphere DVD set that you can get. So you can get the live set, and then you get the acoustic set. The acoustic, almost every song, I think every song technically, he has a story that he talks about the song before they play it. And Brent had like a deep story about The Crow and the Butterfly. My personal favorite song is What a Shame, which is absolutely underrated. Best Shinedown, yes. And
so my favorite Shinedown song is Call Me.
Call Me is such a good song too. Oh my god. That's like it has no drum. It's all all voice. Yeah. And
I know.
Brent is amazingly gifted. That's why I'm once again so jealous of my friend for like, if I can call him that. I don't know if he's big or like, you know, when you get to that famous level, it's like, you remember the little guys? I helped you sing on stage, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, that is it's a beautiful thing. I think that the crow and the symbolism that you were choosing for that, I like that there's a struggle with it too, because Crow is dark, and I was actually thinking about the movie when you kept saying The Crow. It has a special release that's coming out this year if you've wanted to rewatch that very dark, twisted, behind the scenes tale. Yeah. I really am excited to see it, because I know it's superhero based, so I'm excited to see how it all fits in. But we're gonna get like the super special edition, because it just the artwork for it is phenomenal. Like, they did so well on the artwork.
Have you've seen the original, right?
I have not. This is it.
Don't worry, she does the same thing to me.
Sorry, Anchorman
You've
said
never
what?
watched a Care Bears movie? Like, no.
You shut your face. I would never say that.
Care Bears.
Just saying.
Oh my god, I don't even know. I never got into the Care Bears. I remember the commercials for them, and that's all I remember.
Tender Heart, man. I had Tender Heart.
My favorite movie.
Tender Heart. What is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is called Legend, and it's from 1984.
Okay.
And it has Tim Curry as the devil.
Okay.
In it, and it's one of the first Tom Cruise movies. And it has Mia Sara in it. And Tom Cruise still has, like, janky teeth.
He didn't get them fixed yet?
He's still short. Oh, he didn't have the money.
It's short. It's, like, loosely based. I don't know if you ever were into anime or manga or anything like that, but it's loosely based off of The Last Unicorn.
The Last... These names probably sound fantastic in Japanese. But then you get the English
Think about
translation.
people
and you're like,
talking in Japanese.
You get The Last Samurai. Oh, that sounds exciting. That Last Unicorn, much more exciting.
Yeah.
I love it though. The anime. Yeah. Okay. So there's a connection once again. So Tim Curry being it. I was talking about Stranger Things people before. Talk about how Mike is involved in that. What is one of your favorite horror movies that you have seen from last year? Because I've been into horror recently. It could be an old movie.
New or
it could
or
be
an
just
older
something
one?
you caught up on, haven't seen in a while, or something like that.
Oh, every Halloween I
Horror?
watch Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat, the rock one.
Yeah. What?
The rock and metal, like
No.
he gets possessed by
Trick
rock and metal.
R.
Oh,
Trick R.
Yeah, it's a pirate movie.
The one with it's Anna Paquin.
a pirate movie.
No, it's not. It's a werewolf movie. Thank you.
Oh, well, you said Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat.
Because it's
Yeah.
trick or treat. That is actually my favorite horror movie.
Trick or Treat. Okay,
Yes.
that's awesome.
So it has Sam in it. So if you ever see the little pumpkin guy with the canvas head and the orange jumpsuit with the lollipop, that's what that's from.
Gotcha. Yeah, that is an iconic look.
It is.
Kyle's still contemplating on which one he's going to choose.
So the my favorite horror movie of all time is Shaun of the Dead.
Because Kyle doesn't watch horror movies.
Yeah, I don't watch my life is intense enough as is. I don't need that shit in my life.
Okay, so you don't want to be
Shaun
scared.
of the Dead is good though.
So you don't want. Have you
What's
seen
that?
Scream?
Shaun of the Dead is good.
Yes, I've watched Scream.
Okay, good.
And I mean,
It's not
you know,
scary,
and then no,
technically.
but it's but
Too meta.
then here's the thing. Is like the more that you think about a movie and then what happened afterwards, it's like, do you want to? What's your favorite scary movie? Like everybody made fun of that shit, even Scary Movie.
Yeah,
Actually, if I could say anything, Scary Movie was hilarious.
Scary
It
Movie,
was.
the first one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I agree with some parts of it. I think that the third movie is
Right.
my favorite. I love that third movie.
what is the third movie the one with the
Ring.
dude with the weird hand?
Yes. Oh no, maybe.
Take my strong hand.
No, probably not. Then there was the one with the ring.
Oh.
They're parodying
Okay.
the Ring and Signs.
Oh, I think
Is-
Scary Movie 2 is the one with the
with
strong
the hand.
hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will the one. So the one with the ring though, when she like gets out of the TV and then pees on the ground for like an exorbitant amount of time, that was hilarious. It's like you think about it, if somebody stood there like walked up next to you at like bathroom stall and then just started peeing and was there for like 5 minutes and just like and then like it never stopped and you just like 3 minutes in.
And then,
I'd start laughing at that point. Like, this is really weird.
then she
Is
gets
it-
her ass kicked
Is it all semen?
from
Yeah.
that black girl, and she's just like, "Get your ass back in the TV." Just starts beating her up, doing all of the slapstick wrestling moves and shit. Oh god, I know Leslie Nielsen had to have something to do with all of that.
Oh,
stuff.
dude, for sure.
Yeah, he's
For
such
sure.
He's an interesting guy because apparently he didn't know that Airplane was a comedy, so he was taking the movie
No.
seriously or something of that
Yes.
sort. Yeah.
No, so the way it was is when they first started doing The Naked Gun, they did it as Police Files,
Uh-huh.
and it was supposed to be a parody.
Police Squad.
But Police Squad, thank you. What's really funny is that the director, he told them to act like it is the most serious thing ever. And that's what started all this shit, is act like, because there's jokes in there and it's hilarious. But think about this. It would have, like, if they would have done it as a comedy and they would have tried to like lean into it as a comedy,
Yeah.
it would have never worked ever. But the fact that it is so deadpan serious, it makes this so much more funnier.
That's when I developed my drinking problem.
Yeah. Well,
Too perfect.
surely you can't be serious. Like,
I am
I am
serious.
serious.
Don't
And
call
And
don't
don't call
call
me
me.
Shirley.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I know from that.
How would you like
Oh.
your coffee? Black, like my men.
Yeah.
Oh man! Oh, this has been an absolutely amazing conversation, and I hate to end it, but I have to. But
No,
with I
you're
will say,
good.
LA, if you wanted to do that séance or whatever it is that you were talking about thing, I can't do it now, but another day or later today I can do it. And I
It's
All she
not
needs
appreciate
is a
seance.
pint of goat's. All she needs is a pint of goat's blood and a couple of candles. It's fine.
No,
the Eye of Newt
it's
is
not a
having to be
seance.
involved in this. Yes.
Just message me on Instagram about 10 minutes prior to you like going over your offer letters.
Okay. That'll be
You
probably Monday.
now
Okay.
watch. You're gonna get everybody. Hey, by the way, can you help me out with this? Like you just found a new business.
Well, if you can make money off of it, do it. If it's
Yeah, dude.
available, do it.
If I make money off of it, it destroys the value of it and then it stops working.
Okay, be modest
I do
about it
this.
and then make money off.
Yeah. There you go.
I have no interest in making money off of this whatsoever.
Here's my Venmo.
But here's my Cash App.
But here's my exactly. You ever see this? You ever see this stuff? It's actually pretty funny with social media, especially these days. Oh, I think that my guest is about ready to go. Okay, so they have nowadays. Well, it will be like the funniest combination that you could ever find of things, and my favorite things are typos. So one person accidentally one time it was supposed to be free Palestine. So they meant to put that, but they said free Palpatine.
Yes.
Now that was perfect in itself, but now I keep seeing these things where it's like these very attractive women, and then they have like a Bible verse, and then an OnlyFans link right below it. And I'm just like, nothing hypocritical about this at all. This seems completely normal.
Yeah. On Instagram, it is.
It is. That's where it's at. That's where goodness goes to die. No, but I love it.
No comment.
You guys
Where I
are
get all my
amazing.
boobies.
You guys are amazing. I really appreciate the conversation again. I'm super excited to hear the new EP and promote it. And that new song, when it drops, will be the intro to this chat. If it comes up that we're having issues with all of the visuals, I'm probably going to make it audio only. But I might take a screenshot from this and just like get all of us smiling or laughing. Because I think that would be like just the perfect like look. Because that's honestly how it feels. You guys are my friends. Even though we've only had 2 full conversations. It's great to see how much you guys have grown over the year, and also how much you've experienced in that time, and what you're learning from it, and what you're putting into your music. And like I said, this is a podcast for people with passion, and I only promote the best, and you guys are some of the best. And Pepper,
Thank you.
and who else? Oh, Dawn and Pepper, thank you for helping me find amazing people like this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it actually worked.
What?
What? No way. Really?
Did it? Why?
Oh my god, it does.
What the fuck?
You have to have
Yeah.
I have to have an iPhone.
an iPhone or an iPad. It's a Mac
Screw
software
you,
thing.
4K camera, ruining my life in my room. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's sick. Absolutely sick. Okay. All right. Thanks again for watching, everyone, or listening.
Thanks, Dan.
We hope that you guys had a great time listening to them. Please be sure to check out all of Chasing Supernovas information in the description right down below, along with the brand new EP that should already hopefully be out by this time. If not, then we're a little early. Get ready for it in the next couple of weeks. Other than that,
Hell yeah.
have a great night and stay safe out there. Peace.
Peace.
Yo.